Hello, so today we are going to backtest GBP USD and we will see how it goes. Okay, so let's dive in. So I'm going to do this so you know that I don't know what's going to happen here. I have no idea, right? So this is how are we going to backtest. So let's do this. So this is where I'm going to make it okay again. So let's see what happens. By the way, I'm using the lit timing indicator here, and I have clicked off the Asian session, and I'm also using just a regular MACD, but I have unchecked the MACD and signal lines, so these are no. I don't use any indicators to detect my divergences. All I need is my eyes, so I will draw my divergences like this and like this, right? This is what I'm going to do. If you are already familiar with my system, my trading system, then great, you already know my rules. But if you don't, then you can join my Discord. The link is going to be below the video, and you can learn everything about it. So this is my Discord. I have a lot of trades here that I post. Losers, winners don't matter. This is a trade I lost yesterday, and this is a trade I won the day before that. I show all the P&L, everything. I also do a lot of backtesting, and I post the trades here, and we can chat or whatever. There's no people inside here yet. There's a course that I'm building here. Yeah, and there's also a PDF, full strategy rules here. And I also do live trading. I did live trading yesterday. I lost 1 RR because I didn't really follow my rules as always, right? And yeah, I always after the trade I will always talk about why it worked out or why it didn't work out and everything like that. So you can join the live trading sessions if you want. Just click the link below and see you there. Okay, let's go back to TradingView and let's start trading, right? So basically the first thing I need is the timing. So let's play. I will wait for 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. Okay, so now we can see the gray box appears. This is the hour that we trade in, from 10 a.m. till 11 a.m. UTC +2 Riga time. So let's go. So all I'm searching here is for a divergence. That's it. It's that simple. And there are rules to the way I see divergence for this strategy. I don't take every divergence that appears. First of all, I need at least 3 bars for it to be a legit mountain, as I call it. So this right here, this one green bar, I don't count that as divergence, or I wouldn't. Okay, so nothing yet. So here, as you can see, there is a divergence here. The higher high, lower high, and here we have divergence here. But as I said, because of this green bar, that is no longer a legit setup for me. Okay, it has to be all red. So I won't take this setup just because it is in my rules, and if it goes either way, I don't care. And as you can see, the high is taken out. So good thing that we stayed out, because it is a loss. It would be a loss if I took it, but as I said, not good setup, so no trade. Okay, and at this point we will stop trading this session because it is already out of my timing zone. Okay, so what we're going to do now is say goodbye to this session. We did not take any trades here. Okay, so we are going to use this Excel spreadsheet to write whatever we come up with. So in the first column, or the line, I write no setup. Okay, so we're going to see what we end up with. Okay, so we are going to continue. Let's check where is another. So here's another session. To see this, I just have the lead timing indicator put onto the MACD chart. And so to do that, you just click the lead timing, and then you check more and move to existing pane below. As you can see here, I already had it. So let's do this. Let me do this, and then let's see what happens. So no setup yet. Okay, so now something is building here. Okay, let's wait for a red bar here to appear. Okay, it's still going up. Okay, so now after this red bar here, we could enter. Let's see. Let's just take this low here. Let's see what happens. The reason why I selected this bar is because we had one bar too many, you know, like the signal is right here. After one bar closed, that's when we need to enter. But obviously also in real life it could be that we enter late or whatever, but for our purposes this would be the ideal execution. So let's see. The only problem with this setup is it has a 10 pip stop loss, so I don't usually take that high of a stop loss, so let's just take it off. And also it is kind of late in the session. That's the first thing that I saw, but that, and because of the big stop loss, I would say that I will not take this trade. I want to see how it went, so let's just wait. Yeah, so you can see the high was taken here. So if we were entered here, then we would have stopped out. We would have been stopped out. So that's the deal with these large stop losses. From my backtesting, if you have a really large stop loss, like above 5 pips, usually it's not going to work. Big stop loss, no setup. Okay, so let's continue. So let's go. Okay, so again, there is no trade, no setup, no trade. Okay, let's continue. Let's go. Okay, so no trade in this session again. So far we have had 4 sessions and no setup. Okay, let's see if this high is higher than the previous one. It is lower so far than this. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it is no longer a divergence, you see. This high here is higher than this one, so no divergence. Okay, so again, no setup. So far 5 and no setups. So again, no setup. By the way, I wanted to show you what are we looking for. So we are looking for a perfect divergence that is happening inside of this gray box, or I will also count one red or one green histogram iceberg or mountain before the gray box. Okay, so you will see an example of that setup as well. But yeah, so what I'm looking for is a regular divergence, not hidden ones, only regular, and they have to have at least 3 bars in each mountain or iceberg, and there cannot be any green bars in between those red ones, and there cannot be any red bars in between the green ones. So only clean divergence like this, and we enter on the next red bar close. Okay, when the new red, I mean the green, when the divergence ends and the green one appears, the green bar, so we wait for it to end and then we enter, and stop loss below the low. Yeah, so enter here, target 2R, 3R, something like that. So here as well, just a normal regular divergence, and we wait for a red bar to appear and then we enter. And of course there are losers as well, especially those with big stop losses. Those tend to lose more. So let's see here. Here is the example of a trade where one of these red icebergs are before the gray box, and also the low here is before the box. So this is okay as long as the divergence is clean. So only red bars, only green bars, and only red bars. Okay, the setup is clean and we enter. One thing though, the histogram can be before the box, but entries are only inside of the box. Okay, so no trades on both sides, only inside the gray box is a trade. So here as well, just a regular divergence, enter when the new bar closes. So also there are losses as well, but the histogram is good, everything is good, so you cannot so it's okay. I mean, so here as well, just losses are part of the game here, right? So this is what we're looking for. So it did not happen here, so we will go for the next day here. So we will continue So again, no trade. 6 trading sessions and no trade. Let's go. Okay, so here I think is a divergence. Yep. But the problem is this high is outside. It is outside of the box, so no trade for us again. And as you can see, it's good that we did not take it, because it would have been stopped out again. So you can see how many trades we did not enter, but it would have been a stop loss, right? So that's why I have many rules. It's just divergence, right? But we have many little rules that prevent us from losing, right? So that's why there are not many trades. We have not entered a trade yet, but that's okay, because we're not losing, so we are break even. So imagine if you lost like 2 or 3 trades here, and you would love to be back at break even, right? that's your only thought, like, let me just get back to break even. You know, we all have had those thoughts. And so by not entering a trade, you are already at break even. So it's a good thing. So let's check here what happens. Which high is higher? Let's see. So definitely this high is higher, right? So we have a valid divergence here, but again, the stop loss is too big, like a 12, even more, even a 13 pip stop loss here. You know, I have to say no to this one again. So let's see what happens. And again, as you can see, that's funny. Actually, we missed, like, here was already another divergence here. Look. So this one was a no-no. We did not enter it, but here we have a new divergence here, right? So when we wait for, so it's really hard to I mean, it's hard to stop at the right place. So here, right, we have one bar closed. So again, if we check again, 12 pips, and also it is outside of our trading zone here, so no trade. We can check what happens. Okay, so the trade would have been profitable here, but I mean, it was outside of our trading zone here. That's actually like a new strategy that I am kind of working on as well. Like sometimes when the gray box closes, there will be some really good trades like this one, right? But I have not yet made a strategy for it, because it's not always going to happen like this, right? Sometimes it can just keep on going, right? It can just keep on going. So yeah, that's another strategy I have to work on. But again, we can say no trade. So let's go to the next one. Oh, it's too fast. I'm sorry. What happened? So this high is higher, so no divergence yet. Okay, so no trade again. This is becoming ridiculous, but already 8, so no trades. 8 sessions without trade. Let's go. No trade again. Okay, so there was a divergence here that I didn't see. So, and which was the here, and that would be 3.6. That's not a lot. I mean, we could enter here. Let's just see what happens. Okay, so we have won the trade, as you can see. So the biggest part of it is the stop loss size. You know, from my backtesting, if it's around 3 to 4, like 3 to 4 pips, so this is 3.6, maybe more, because I need for spread, right? You should add something for spread, so 4.2. But this is a good good trade right now. So basically 3 RR, more like 2.5 if we add the spread. So just targeting these lows here. Yeah, very quick trade, basically something like that. So I will close this here because I don't want to backtest anymore. So we have backtested 10. We backtested 10 sessions here. So we have 2 sessions in a day. So basically that's 5 days. and 5 days is 1 week. Okay, so 1 week, in a week we are up 2.5 RR, which is not good, not bad, depending on what's your preference, right? Some people will be happy with this, some people will say it's total bullshit. So that's just up to you. But you saw how many trades we did not enter because of the big stop loss, right? There was, I think, 2 or 3 trades with a big stop loss at like 10 or 12 pips, right? So that's not a good okay? So if you can keep the pip size to 3 or 4, it usually works out.